is something we need. It's a leap of faith. Oh, if you have the will and the moment to spare, it's a beautiful world out there. It's a beautiful world out there.
Like a wild man, sleeping like a child. You're so luminous and vibrant. I'm always in bloom for you. Always in bloom. Always in bloom for you.
We start this walk at the Riverside Park at Glenrothes. Originally named Rothes after the Earl of Rothes from the Leslie family. This family historically owned much of the land on which Glenrothes has been built and gave its name to the adjacent village of Leslie. Glen was added to prevent confusion with Rothes and Moray and to reflect the location of the town within the River Leven valley. Much of Glenrothes today is part of the New Towns initiative in the mid-20th century and is for the most part as attractive as most new towns of this age. The town was formed by families moving away from the declining coalfield areas of Scotland. Prior to developing into the town it is today, the main industries in Glenrothes were papermaking, coal mining and farming. The park forms a large haven from the concrete structures of the new town and splits the town in the middle. Originally the parks formed the Earl of Rothes' garden to his home Leslie House. Unfortunately, the house was all but destroyed by fire in 2009 and access is now protected. The house was built by John Leslie, the Duke of Rothes, between 1667 and 1674, and this became the seat of the Rothes family. The house, which was dubbed Ville de Rothes, was the centre of life in the village, and once rivalled Holyrood Palace for both size and glamour. A 1667 extension was by a design of William Bruce. When a fire destroyed the building in 1763, the north, east and south wings were demolished. Only the west wing was retained, and this was reconstructed between 1745 and 1747. From 1904 to 1919, Leslie House was the home of Noel, Countess of Rothes, a noted philanthropist who became famous as a heroine of the Titanic disaster in 1912. During World War I, Lady Rothes converted a wing of Leslie House into a hospital for wounded soldiers invalided from the front. The architecture and fittings were described by Leighton in 1840. It originally formed a quadrangle, enclosing in the centre an extensive courtyard, but 3 of the sides were burnt down in December 1763. The 4th side was repaired and forms the present house. The picture gallery in this part of the building, which is hung with portraits of connections of the family, is 3 feet longer than the gallery at Holyrood House. The house featured several tapestries, including the story of Leander, the history of the children of Israel's journey through the wilderness, and the anointing of Saul. In the mid-19th century, the relics preserved in the house included the dagger with its sheath used by Norman Leslie, Master of Rothes, at the murder of Cardinal Bethune, and the sword of state carried by the Duke of Rothes at the coronation of Charles II at Scone.